Welcome back, guys. I am Voltage and I'm going to show you some of the ships here that are offered at the Robert Space Industries pledge store, and the purpose of this video is to help you decide what ship is right for you. So here we are at the pledge store, and you go to robertspaceindustries.com, and up here at store, and then you go to pledge, there you go, pledge there, and then come over to single ship packages. This is where you want to start. You don't want to go jump into buying an individual ship, because you're not going to get anything with it but the ship. You need the package in order to get the game with it. So let's have a quick look at the Aurora MR, the most basic package here, just to give you a reference for a starting point. So basically what you get is you get this Aurora MR. It gives you the ship, the lowest, well, I'm not going to say low quality, but the most basic starting hangar. Now there is a discount hangar, a business hangar, and a deluxe hangar, and you can upgrade your hangars by purchasing them or waiting until the game comes out and using in-game credits to upgrade. What you also get in this package is 1,000 United Earth credits, which is the in-game money, and you can also pay real money for credits, or you do in-game missions and stuff like that to earn credits. So some people might think, let me just clarify something real quick. Some people might be thinking that Star Citizen is a pay-to-win game, meaning if you want to be good, you have to spend real money. Now that is not the case, because this game is not actually out yet. You're not paying money for an advantage right now. What you're doing is you are pledging money to them to help support the company, because this is a completely community-funded game. It is crowd-funded. Actually, it's the most crowd-funded game in history. They have almost raised $40 million at the time of this video that you're watching. So they don't have, a big producer hanging over their heads, such as EA, trying to push out the game by a certain date and pretty much kill the game mechanics, because the developers wouldn't be able to really finish the game because they would be under stress by a producer. So this is pretty much a very community based game. The community is giving the developers a lot of feedback. In fact, they are doing a lot of cool things, such as the next great starship. And basically what that is there are a bunch of graphics, 3D graphics design teams and stuff like that, visual artists and concept designers from all around the world, and they are competing and designing ships and weapons. And what the developers do, I think there's 5 or 6 of the developers, well, I think there's 4 actually, including Chris Roberts, and they will judge them, and they pick some of the teams that have the best ships and best weapons, and they will put them in the game. So it's a really cool thing for them to allow the community to be so interactive with what's going on. So I thought that was really cool. I just would clarify that real quick. But yeah, so you get 1,000 United Earth credits with this package, the Squadron 42 digital download, which is the single player campaign portion of the game, and then Star Citizen, which is the multiplayer portion of the game. A 2-month insurance for your ship, because there is an insurance system with the ships, and I will explain that a little later when I bring up the comparison charts for them. And a digital Star Citizen manual. And notice that you do not get alpha or beta access with this package. I don't know if that's something that you would necessarily want or not. But yeah, this is the most basic package. I think pretty much, well, yeah, I think all of the other packages offer alpha and beta access. This is the only one that doesn't. So if you're not looking to spend a whole lot of money, you can spend $30 to get this most basic package, and you're pretty much getting one starting ship and the game itself. That's pretty much what you're getting. And the way you can think of it is, it's like a big discount, because you could imagine that once the game gets released, it's probably going to be a $50 to $60 game retail. So if you spend $30 now, you're pretty much getting the game at a pretty big discount. So yeah, that's one way to think of it. Another thing to keep in mind is that the game is way far away from actually being released. The Aurora is not going to be the only starting most basic starting ship you can get. There's actually one in the works right now that should be coming out relatively soon. If you go to robertspaceindustriescom or Google, and you can find more information on the Mustang. The Mustang is going to be a ship that will be of the same tier as the Aurora, and you can bet that they will offer it in a game package as well, so that you're not limited to only being able to get the Aurora if you don't want to spend very much money and you want to just get the most basic pledge. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, then make sure that you keep an eye out on what's going on with Robert Space Industries, and you'll be able to see some of the other ships that will be released for pledge over the next year or so. So let's go back here and take a look at some other stuff, resorted by price. There also are some ships that offer different variants. So what we just looked at was the Aurora MR. Now there's the Aurora MR Plus. Ship-wise, the ships are exactly the same. The Plus package just gives you a little bit more. I think the Plus package will, give you access to the Alpha and the Beta, and give you some other goodies with it as well. Then the Aurora LN. And the Aurora LN, it comes with some more weapons and a little bit of upgrades to it. I think it comes with a little bit more cargo space as well. So if you want a bit more of an upgraded Aurora, then the LN is the right ship for you. One step up from that is the 300i series. Now there are 4 of these ships total, but only 3 available at the store right now. That is the 300i, which is the basic ship of this class, the 315P, and the 325A. You can see $65 for the 300i package, $75 for 315P, and $80 for 325A. Now the differences, well, first of all, let me just show you what comes in the package. You get the discount hanger, the ship, 2,000 starting credits. You get a digital star map, 4-month insurance, beta access, alpha access. Of course, you get Squadron 42 and Star Citizen, game manual, and a digital game soundtrack that you will be able to download, which is pretty cool. I mean, we don't know what the soundtrack's going to sound like, but if you're somebody who likes, soundtracks, then maybe that's something you care about. I certainly do like soundtracks. I really don't know what any of the soundtracks are going to be, so maybe it sucks and maybe I won't like it, or maybe it'll be awesome and I'll be happy with it. But hey, you can't argue. I mean, they're giving it to you whether you want it or not, so there you go. And the other packages, they offer the same contents. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm not going to waste the time into showing you the contents of every single one. Of course, you can go to the website and look at it yourself. But what I want to show you next is the differences between the ships themselves. So let's go have a look at that. Oh, that's not the right page. Here we go. So the 300i, 315p, and the 325a. And you can see they have different roles: touring, exploration, interdiction. Don't pay attention to this because that doesn't really matter. The ships will be upgradable in the game. So say you get the 300i and you want to turn it into something that's more of a fighter or whatever, then you can get upgrades for it, and then it's no longer really a touring ship. So this is kind of just the label they give it as of right now, which everything is subject to change. As you can read the disclaimer here, it says there's a lot of stuff that's in works, and the 3D design and balancing process will change a lot over the next 2 years. So what you see here may not actually be what you get when the game comes out, but this is supposed to give you a general idea. So this stuff we don't really care about because that's all the same for all of them. Now, structural. The cargo space with all of them is the same. The crew size is the same, and the upgrade space is the same. Power plant is the same. All that is the same. The only really, I'm not going to go through and read all of these. The differences between all of these is the 315p has a little bit more powerful engine. The other two, the 300i and the 325a, are exactly the same as far as engine. And they have the same amount of thrusters and everything, so each one will be just as maneuverable as the other. The 315P though, the reason it has a little bit more of an upgraded engine is because it is meant to be a little bit more faster for exploration, and I will show you that in the hard points here. You can see that the additional equipment in the 315P is that it comes with a jump engine and a jump scanner. So the way I interpret the jump scanner is that you will be able to scan an area that you want to travel to, and then use your engine to go there, and you can scan to see if it is safe or what's going on there. I guess, I don't know, that's just the way I interpret it. So yeah, the big differences come right here, where the weapons are. Of course, the 300i is the most basic, so while you do have available upgrades, you don't really get anything but 2 little wingtip lasers. That's pretty much all you get. So basic 300i, if that is something that you are interested in. And remember that you can upgrade to this stuff in the game. And fear not, everything that you see in the pledge stores right now will also be available to earn in the game through playing the game once it has been released. What Space Industries have said multiple times and made it very clear that there's not going to be anything that is exclusive to players right now, and there's nothing that, or really ever, there's never going to be something that is not something that you can't earn in the game versus what you can pay for right now. Now, a little disclaimer to that is the lifetime insurance. And I'll briefly say that if you were somebody who supported and pledged the original Kickstarter campaign, and you got a ship during that Kickstarter period, I think it was like if you purchased a pledge before November 26, 2013, then you would get lifetime insurance on that ship. They no longer offer that. However, there are people out there that are selling their lifetime insurance ships, and what you can do is you just talk to them, pay them through PayPal, and they will gift you the ship. And it's something that is very common. It's something that you should be careful of. I personally didn't want to do that. Not something that I would want to do. Deal with somebody that I don't really know, don't trust. Give them $100 or whatever for however much they want for the ship, all because you want lifetime insurance. In my opinion, it's not really worth it. Anyways, back on topic here. The 315P, like I said, you get jump engine, jump scanner, you get the 2 lasers, the 2 laser cannon things on your wingtip, and then you also get a tractor, sure grip tractor. It's a tractor beam. So that's pretty cool add-on that they give you for that. And then of course you have the same upgrade space right there. And then the 325A is pretty much like the fighter version. It comes loaded with a bunch of weapons and a custom weapon system. So yeah, in a nutshell, you have basic package here, pretty much nothing, just the ship and some lasers. One up from that, you get a jump engine, a jump scanner, the tractor beam, and 2 lasers, and then you have a version, the 325A, which is fully loaded with weapons. So now let's talk about what is the most value for your money. And this is my opinion based on these stats here, which again are subject to change. If I were to buy a 300i series right now, the one I would get is definitely the 315P without a doubt. The reason being is having a jump engine and a jump scanner is something for me, for the role that I want to play in the game. That's something that's important to me. I want to be able to get across a planet system really fast if I have to, be able to escape from pirates if I have to. You get the tractor beam, which is a cool add-on for your ship, and you still have the option to upgrade to some weapons if I want. So if I wanted to take my 315P and turn it into more of a fighter ship, then I could do that if I wanted. But some people, they would justify spending the extra $5 on the 325A if that's the role that they want to play and have a more weaponized ship. Like I said, my opinion is that the most value for your money with the 300i series is going to be the 315P. So that being said, let's move on to I will exit this and move on to the other ones. Go back here, sort by price, and let's take a look at the Hornet, because the Hornet also has 3 different variants. There is the F7C and the F7C Plus, and just like the Aurora and the Aurora Plus, it is the same ship, but the Plus version just gives you a little bit extra goodies with it. But the variants are the Hornet Ghost and the Hornet Tracker. And this is definitely significantly more money. As you can see, the starting Hornet is $125, and it goes all the way up to $155. So this is significantly more money if that is something that you are interested in. Of course, you want to look at, however much money, think of it like this, however much you want to donate to them to help fund what they're doing, that's how much you should be spending on a ship. If you're somebody who wants to spend $10,000, then take a look at the $10,000 package, because there is one. I'm not going to show you that right now. I will show you that at the end of the video, though, just so you can see it. So yeah, these are the 3 packages. Let me show you what comes in those packages, and then I will go through and show you the specs of the ships again. So you get an upgraded hangar from the discount. You get the business, so that's a little bit of premium for paying this price. You get 5,000 starting credits, Alpha Access, Beta Access, of course, the Squadron 42, and the Star Citizen game, of course. You get a game soundtrack, the Squadron 42 manual, and the Star Citizen manual, the Star Map, I don't know if I said that already, and 6-month insurance. So now let's have a look at the ship specs. Okay, so these are, and actually there are 2 more variants of the F7. I think there's an F7A, and then there is an F7C Super Hornet, and those are no longer available in the store. You would have to find somebody who has them and purchase it from them, and they would gift it to you. Okay, so again, the measurement doesn't really matter because they're all the same. So the F7C, the starting variant for this, has a 4-ton cargo space, and this is something that the developers have been kind of debating whether or not they want to add it in or have it as an extra. It's basically an add-on cargo bay that's, it's not a permanent part of the ship, but you can add it on if you want, and it will allow you to carry 4 tons of cargo, or you don't have to do that. Now, oh, and let me just, I forgot to mention that the Hornet is definitely a more militarized fighting ship. So if you want to have a ship that is just decked out in weapons, and that's pretty much the only purpose, is to be militarized and weaponized, then the Hornet is definitely a ship that you want to look at. Or if you're not looking at spending the amount of money that these ships are, then the 325A is definitely the ship that you want to look at. Anyways, 1-person crew. Yeah, there's only 1 person allowed, and that would be you. 6 upgrade slots for all of them. Let's see, the major differences are pretty much nothing else other than the Ghost. Looks like it has a different engine, subject to change though, so you don't really know what that means. So yeah, everything here is the same except for the basic version has a 4-ton cargo space. So let's take a look at the hard points. So the basic Hornet, you get 2 neutron cannons and some other stuff here. Oh, here we go. Cargo replacement, which, or I don't know, actually the store all box, if that's what it is. I think it's the store all big box. That's what the cargo thing is that gives you 4 tons. So that is an additional thing that comes with it. And you get a little bit of weapons here. And the Hornet Ghost. Now, as you can imagine, the word ghost, it implies something stealthy and, that you want to stay hidden, and that's exactly what it is. Now, this has, got, let's see, it says, no, that's not it. It's just, in the description it says it's built for a pilot who wants to keep a low profile and is capable of slipping past the most ardent of observers to accomplish whatever goal you need to accomplish. Don't worry, we won't ask. So if you want to be a stealthy fighter, then the Hornet Ghost is what you want to be looking at. It gives you two Class 2 weapons and one Class 4 optional weapon, and it also gives you 2 available Class 3 and 2 available Class 1 weapons. And if you want to know what the difference is between Class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, there is another tab on the website that will explain that, which I am not going to do for you. And Velvet Glove Sheer Steel Armor Refit. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it just means that you have a little bit more armor. Or it's like a, radar, special, anti-radar coating stealth, whatever. I don't know. Then the Hornet Tracker, as you can imagine, it's pretty much exactly the opposite of the Ghost. It is meant to be able to track stealthy vehicles and see what's going on in long ranges, and it comes with more weapons than the Ghost. You have your neutron guns and whatnot, 2 available Class 3 weapons, and another optional turret there, and the Wills Op Long Look Radar. So there you go, you get an upgraded radar so you can track stuff and see the ghosts, I guess. I don't know. So, yep, those are the differences. You've got stealth version, a tracking version, and one that comes with a bunch of guns on it, basic stuff, and a little bit upgraded cargo space. Now, in my opinion, I can't really recommend any of these unless you really want the role of playing, having a one-person ship where you are the captain and there's nobody else and you have a bunch of weapons. If that's the type of role you want to play, then of course this is the ship you want to get. Now, the reason I didn't get this is because for less money you can get to the Cutlass, and I will show you the stats of the Cutlass in a second. Let's go back here. Oh, I just clicked away from it. Okay, here's the Cutlass package. So you can see it's a little bit less money. Not significantly less, but definitely less. Vast, live outside the law with this fearsome fighter, the Drake Interplanetary Cutlass. Become the scourge of the space lanes as you make your living picking off transports and shipping contraband. So yes, this was designed as being a pirate ship. It's definitely got a real cool look to it. This is the skull and crossbones skin that I was mentioning if you watched my Cutlass video. So this is the skin that you will get for that little skull and crossbones there. So what you get is the Cutlass ship itself, of course. You will get the business hangar. Well, actually, I don't know. It says you'll temporarily get the deluxe hangar, which is what I have. I actually do not have the deluxe hangar itself. It's just a temporary upgrade, which they are giving people just so they can see it. Probably a marketing thing. They want to give people the fancy stuff, and then as soon as the game comes out, they're going to take it away, and then people are going to cry, and they're going to want it, then they're going to go buy it. So don't fall to that marketing scheme, or fall for it if you want. Anyways, it doesn't really tell you what one you'll get, if you'll get the discount or the business. I would imagine they would give you the business with this one. Anyways, you get 5,000 starting credits, alpha beta access, 6 months insurance, and all the usual stuff, the soundtrack, the manuals, and the game itself. So now let's go look. Well, let me show you another ship real quick before I show you the stats, because I'm going to compare these stats with a few other ships. Let's see, the one up from that would be the Freelancer. So let's look at the Freelancer package. So the Freelancer is pretty much what it says. It is a freelancing ship. You get the business hangar, 5,000 starting credits. Everything's the same again. Alpha, beta, you get the game, get the manuals, the soundtrack, all that. now let me compare these stats, the Cutlass and the Freelancer, and these are the two ships that I bought. I bought the Freelancer package, and then I bought the Cutlass ship, just the individual ship, not the package, because I don't really need 2 copies of the game. I just want 1 copy, and I decided to get the Cutlass. And this is why. The Freelancer doubles the cargo capacity at 20 tons. The crew size is the same, but the upgrade space has 12 slots for upgrading. And if you watched my Cutlass video, I had mentioned the reason why I chose the Cutlass instead of a more, like the Hornet, for example, which is a more fighter style ship, because A, the Cutlass is less expensive. You get 10 tons of cargo, you can have an extra person, you get double the amount of upgrade slots, you have a bigger power plant size, you have double, actually almost, a little bit more than double the maneuvering thrusters and more shields, and double the amount of engines. So, in my opinion, if you are looking at getting a Hornet, it seems silly to get that over the Cutlass because you just get so much more and it's less money. It's much more of a maneuverable ship. You get more shields, more engine power. You can hold another person. You actually get some cargo space if you want to haul stuff, and you have more upgrade space. So, in my opinion, that I would definitely have to recommend the Cutlass. It is definitely a great package. And then the Freelancer. Let's see, it's got a bigger power plant size and bigger shield, so it's a little bit of a step up. It definitely has its pros and its cons, and if you watch the 2 videos that I made on the Cutlass and the Freelancer is definitely more fancy on the inside than the Cutlass, but the Freelancer is definitely not as fancy as something like the Constellation. So let's have a look at the hard points here. And again, another reason why I chose the Cutlass over something like the Hornet is because it does offer quite a bit of upgrades for weapons. So you can see all these available slots. It doesn't really come with anything. Well, it says class 1 2 times wingtip, so it does come with 2, but what they are really, I don't really know yet. Of course, this stuff is still being developed and it's all subject to change. Now down to additional equipment, the docking collar extension. I believe that is what the little circular thing that opens up on the bottom of the ship. I think that's what that is. So yeah, this overall, the Cutlass would be a great starting package if you are looking in the $100 range. I would definitely have to recommend the Cutlass because of the features. Based on the stats right now, which again, like I keep mentioning 100 times over, it's all subject to change. But based on the stats right now, you do get a lot of bang for your buck with the Cutlass. You also do get a lot of bang for your buck with the Freelancer too. I'm not going to leave that out. This is why I chose both of these ships. The Cutlass offers a lot more maneuverability over the Freelancer, and it also offers a little bit more upgrade space at the sacrifice of cargo space and speed. As you can see, it's got two tier 5 engines versus 2 tier 4 engines. So yes, the engines are going to be a little more powerful, and you also get a jump engine with the Freelancer, so you can do deep space jumps or whatever if you want. And the Freelancer comes decked out in missiles on the side. You can see it comes with a bunch of cannons and stuff. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a lot of bang for your buck with the Freelancer, which is why I chose these 2 ships to start with. So if you are looking in the $100 range, I would definitely recommend you look at the Cutlass and the Freelancer and consider these 2 ships. If you go onto YouTube and you Google Star Citizen Hangar and you look at some of the people that have uploaded videos, then you will definitely be seeing a lot of Freelancers. You will notice that. So which one would I prefer over the other? That is a hard question. I can't really answer that. Now let's look at the 300. What was I doing on this tab? 300 and the ghosts? I don't know what I was thinking with that tab. I'm just going to get rid of that. And this shows you if you go to robertspaceindustries.com and you want to see the ship stats, you go to Star Citizen up here and click on Ship Specs tab, and it will bring you to this page. Now this will show you all of the ships that have been available or are still available, but you'll see some in here that are no longer available. For example, the Merlin, the Idris, the Starfarer, the Constellation is available, sorry. The Retaliator, Caterpillar, Gladiator, the Von Duel, Scythe, and the M50. There is also the 325, or the 350R, which has got dual engines on it. It's like a racing version of the 300i. And then the F7A, which I had mentioned, and the Super Hornet, those are no longer available. You would have to go to one place I've seen them being sold is on Reddit. So if you are looking to get one of the ships that is not available anymore, you can go to Reddit forums, and there is I'm not really sure what the exact address is, but it's, you know, if you Google it, you'll find it. Just Google Reddit LTI for lifetime insurance, Star Citizen ships, and it will come right up. You'll see there's a whole bunch of people that are selling the ships that are no longer available with lifetime insurance, but you will be paying about double the price for them. So I will warn you with that. You know, for example, the 350R. I think I was seeing these sell for like $250 to $300, which is just outrageous. You can get a 325A for a lot less than that. Wait till the game comes out and then just upgrade it. But say, for example, you want something like the Super Hornet, or you want something like the Caterpillar, the Retaliator, or one of these ships, then you would definitely have to go and pay a premium price for these. So before I conclude this video, I'll quickly show you the Constellation, which is currently the most expensive single ship package you can get, $275. But it is a pretty big ship, and you do get a lot. You get the deluxe hangar with it. You get 10,000 starting credits, a USB drive in the shape of a spaceship, 5 blueprints, 3-inch model of your spaceship, and 6-month insurance, and pretty much everything else that comes with it, with all the other packages, with the exception of a hardback making of Star Citizen, a glossy fold-up map, and a deluxe silver collector's box. So you pay this premium, you get a kick-ass ship. This is actually a 4, max crew size of 4. It's got a lot of cargo space, I think like 35 tons. You can go check out the specs yourself. I'm not going to go through all that. But this is definitely, in my opinion, this price is not really, you're not really getting the bang for your buck that you are getting with something like the Freelancer or the Cutlass. If they had made this $200 or even $225, then I would definitely recommend it for the price range, but that's a little steep for me. It's just not something that I would purchase myself. The way I see it, I'm just going to wait for the game to come out. If I really want something like the Constellation, then I will work towards getting it. And keep in mind that all the ships that you see in the store right now, those are not going to be the only ships that are available at start. In fact, that's not going to be the only ships that are available over the next year until the release of the game. There's going to be a plethora of different ships. Who knows? There could be another pledge ship that could be coming out soon that could totally rival the Constellation at a better price. Who knows? Or once the game comes out, there could be another ship that I want even more. You know, say I spent the $275 right now, and the game comes out, and there's a cooler ship that's really easy to get. I'd be pretty disappointed. Not really disappointed, I'd just be upset. So yeah, now before I end this video, I do want to show you the multi-ship packages. Yes, that's right. Thousands of dollars, and people are buying these. You can go to the website, check out what's offered in these packages yourself. You will definitely see some people on YouTube that have bought these packages. Pretty outrageous if you ask me, but hey, some people see it as this is how much they want to help out the company with the development of the game. And last but not least, if you buy your ship package and say you want to get another ship or two, you can go and you can, on the left here, you can check out some of the individual ships, and they are offered at a discount price. Well, not really a discount, but they are much less expensive when you buy just the single ship. And like I said before, that is what I did. I bought the freelancer package, and then I bought the Cutlass ship individually. So for $100, that is a lot of bang for your buck that you're getting with the Cutlass. And then I bought the freelancer package. So with that, I will end this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope it definitely helps you decide what ship is right for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section, and stay tuned to my channel, because I can guarantee you that the Cutlass and the Freelancer is not going to be the only ship that I get until launch. I am the more and more they release information about this, the more and more I'm getting addicted to it, and I just am I'm definitely eyeing a 300i. I really want to get either the 300i or the 315p, so if you stay tuned, you might just see one of these in my hangar. So again, thanks a lot for watching. I will see you guys later. On there, you can see, get a good look who wants to take whatever this thing is. This is awesome. Colors are very vibrant. Go looting and pillaging and whatever. You can see the resolution is a little bit so low, but that is not really the role that I want just to take. However, excuse me, this is nothing. This is just